On Saturdays, we have undertaken one of the most beautiful texts. It is known as Astavakra Gita, or sometime it is known as Janak Astavakra Gita. So when I say group of text is known as Gita. So Gita meaning poetry. Poetry, poetry to find yourself. So there is a poetry and there is a prose. So other texts are written in the format of a prose, and this text is written in the form of a poetry. Second thing is that it says why to practice meditation. It is here and now. You just become aware. So the happiness is here and now. So we have come to the third verse. So every verse, what we say, shloka, has 4 parts. And in those 4 parts, the master gives the message. So the first verse was, Katham jnanam apanoti, katham muktir bhavishyati, vairagyam cha katham praptam etad bruhimam prabhu. The Janaka, who is almost 60 years old, is asking the master, who is 16 years old, 3 questions. How the knowledge is attained? Knowledge of reality. Knowledge of physics, chemistry, we need to undergo a formal education, formal schooling. But here, how the knowledge of the reality is attained, how liberation is attained, freedom to awaken to that reality, and how the dispassion is attained. Now see, the context is beautiful. Janaka was a king and a seeker, and he sent the father of Astavakra to prison. Why? Why he sent Astavakra father to the prison? Because he could not answer the questions related to meditation. Nothing happens nowadays. Everybody has his or her own meditation tool. Now I know this is what I discovered. But in those days, that never used to happen. It was a rare phenomena in the history of our Indian these texts. So when Astavakra found that his father is in the prison, so he went to the kingdom and he said, I will answer your questions. And what are those questions? The same 3 questions. How the knowledge is attained, how liberation is attained. So knowledge of the reality, knowledge of who am I, and liberation, freedom from the mind. Why I need freedom from the mind? So I bring an end to all kinds of suffering in my life. And the dispassion is attained. So it's a rare phenomena that was scribed. Now nothing happens. Everyone teaches. A seeker alone asks big questions. Keep your mind on all these 3 questions. Knowledge of the reality, dispassion, and liberation. So from where the entire journey starts in this text. So there is another real story. Janaka was dreaming that he lost his kingdom and another king has imprisoned him, and suddenly he woke up and he saw in a waking world that kingdom is intact Now, normally, what happens to our life when we see a scary dream? Oh, calm down. My mood is upset throughout the day. What was his question? He's asked the question to many masters, which one is true? The world that I saw in dream or the world that I am seeing in a waking state? My kingdom is intact. Which one is true? He did not get upset. Now, see, a single sentence answer gives the clue to the meditation. So the Astavakra said, neither the world of the dream is true, nor the waking world is true. You alone are true, because you witness the dream world, you witness the waking world. Do you see that? Do you see the point in here? The moment the master said this, neither the dream world is true, nor the waking world is true. You alone are true because you were present in both. The waking world, the world of change continues. The dreaming world, the world of the dream continues to change. Can I become aware? I am alone is true here and now. I will be in peace and happiness. I don't need to do any practice. But it is a text, it continues from the journey. So now understand freedom by knowledge, and knowledge sustains by dispassion. Very important to understand. How do I get freedom from the mind? By the knowledge of the reality. I understand, then I experience. Two things. I understand, then I practice, that is what I experience. That is a normal method, but here the master says you can be free here and now. You can be in peace here and now. Yesterday I was just talking. Can you smile? Yes. Can you be angry now? No, there is no reason. You cannot be angry. You cannot be upset. Why? Because I'm living in awareness. So it means what? The moment you have a lack of awareness, mind goes to the past. It picks up anxiety, duality, conflict, and we fall into stress and suffering. So remember the freedom by knowledge. And the knowledge is sustained in the mind by dispassion. If I don't live into the state of dispassion in the mind, then knowledge is not sustained. When the knowledge is not sustained, there is no liberation. There is no liberation at all. This is what we understand. So that is why in the second sutra, what it says in the second sutra, that nectar and poison. My mind is attached to anything in the world. That very attachment veils the knowledge of the self. So that is a poison. And what is the nectar? Chama dadaya arjavam tosham satyam piyushvad bhaj. Are you calm now? Are you in the state of forgiveness now? When the mind is aware, then it invokes the state of forgiveness, kindness, and compassion. So the same thing is there. Knowledge sustains by dispassion, and the knowledge leads to the freedom. Now the third sutra comes. What is the third sutra? Na prathvim na jalam na agnim vayu Aisham sakshinam atmanam chidrupam vidhi muktai. It's a beautiful, it's in the poetry form. What? Let us understand first the literal meaning. Literal meaning is Ashtavakra, the master says, he directly hits the mind. What he says? That neither you are none of these five elements. You are the witness of these five elements. Do you see me? Yes, you see me. You are witnessing me. You are seeing me. Is there any kind of an attachment? When you say you see me, you are different from me. When I say I see you, I am different from you. So go to this sutra, go to this verse, a little deeper before going into meditation. He says, the master says, you do not consist of the body. To be liberated, to feel liberated, to be liberated here and now, know yourself. Know yourself as witness consciousness. Know yourself as a witness consciousness of the entire world. So he is repeating the same message. Neither the dream world is true, nor the waking world is true. Only you are true. And who you are? You are consciousness. So, how to understand it? Is body not conscious to awaken to the knowledge? Ask yourself. Is the body conscious? Or body becomes consciousness because of the mind? Is mind conscious? No. The mind becomes consciousness from the real self, from the pure consciousness. So, what is the journey? Mind borrows the consciousness, then it enlivens, then it acts. Then the mind gives the consciousness to the body and the sense organs, and we feel as if the body is conscious. I have been saying again, and I'm repeating the same statement again every time to prove that body is unconscious. Just look at the body and say, I'm aware of the right hand. And wait, does the right hand also say, I'm also aware of you? It will never say it. This body consists of five elements. This is purely a matter. Anyhow, see the other point of view. I'm aware of your hand. Now find out from where this I-ness has come. Ask yourself, from where this I-ness has come. Ask. Where this I, when you say that you see me, so where is this I in you? Is it in your feet? Is it in your head? Is it in your heart? Where is this I is? Where is this I is? The discovery of that I is nothing but meditation and the mindfulness. So he is just explaining, look at the body. That body consists of the five elements, and these five elements are nothing but the matter. The entire world is matter and its extension. Single matter. You can talk of the atom and then electron, then proton, neutron, then energy. So we say the entire world is nothing but the energy, but appears differently. Appears differently. It means it seems true. My body seems true, but it is not. It is constantly changing. Am I the body? The answer is no. Is this body I am? Answer is no. That needs to be understood again and again, reminded again and again, recalled again and again during the day. Somebody inserted you or your body. Unless one perceives you as your body, you are the body, and then he says something. So the master says, can you get rid of this identification of the body that you are the body? Question is, if I'm not the body, then who am I? I'm not the body, still mind claims I am the body. That is the ignorance. The ignorance is caused by the false identification in the mind. I used to give another example. You see that, someone died and you went to attend the service. You see the body is dying. So what people are talking? Oh, look at that. He has left. But body is there. It means I'm not the body. He is not the body. What has left? So the master is going slowly, starting from the outside. That you are not the body. Declare yourself, I'm not the body. But with awareness. Now comes the second. Master says you are a witness consciousness. What is this witness consciousness? The word witness means what? It is pure awareness. That pure awareness is neither attached nor detached to anything. It is simply as it is. That witness consciousness is not looking for what should be. It is as it is. So when you are aware of the world as it is, when you are aware of the mind as it is, not what it should be, then what happens? The mind becomes transparent and it reflects my real nature. So, from the teachings of the Shankaracharya, there is another master we should add for the sake of understanding. So he says that witness consciousness is immediate consciousness that shines as a real self. It gives you a glimpse. I am there. I know myself. And that glimpse here and now leads you to the state of meditation. I see the world. Who sees the world? My sense organs. So sense organs is the knower of the material world outside. First step. Second step. Who sees the sense organs? Now, in the first step, through the sense organs, I am the knower of the material world. How can I separate that here is Stephen, here is David, here is Samir? No. But through the sense organs, who are the knower, that knows the world outside. Can the world also knows me? What is the matter? Because now go to the second step. Sense organs. Am I aware of the sense organs? Who is aware of the sense organs? The mind is aware of the sense organs. Now the mind is the knower. Sense organs. Can the sense organs see the mind? Ask yourself. Can any sense organ see the mind? Can any sense organ claim that I know you, mind? Because the mind is at the higher level. So the mind is the knower of the sense organs. What we are looking for? We are looking for the knowledge of the reality. We are looking for the dispassion. We are looking for the freedom. Where? Here and now. Not after 50 sessions. Here and now. So I maintain my awareness. Now that knower, which was the sense organ, I realize that sense organ cannot be the knower because they are constantly changing. Knower means I am. Now the mind is aware of all the sense organs. Now the mind is knower of the sense organs. World, sense organ. Sense organ was the knower. That knower has gone. Now the mind has come. The mind has become the knower. Mind is looking at the sense organ. But who is that who is looking at the mind? How do I know that someone is looking at the mind? Then why do you say that today I am upset? Afternoon I feel very happy. I had a sound sleep. Who says this? Look at the different states of the mind. The mind is, you say, no, my mind is distracted, I cannot focus. Who says this? So there is something, here is the mind, and there is something behind the mind. That consciousness, that something is the witness consciousness. Now see the beauty. This also sees the mind because it is behind. This also sees the sense organ. This also sees the world outside. So because this acts as a knower, I am, this I am, uses the instrument mind. So the mind remains detached. It perceives the sense organs. There is no likes and dislikes. Dispassion is natural. Knowledge is here and now. And happiness is here and now. This is what the Master is saying. Let us start our journey of meditation. Close your eyes. I will tweak something from this verse. So maintain your awareness. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Stage 1. Body is steady. Whose body? Your body. And the mind is looking inside. Where it is looking inside? Inside the head or the heart. But what it is looking at the space or the darkness or emptiness. And then you also see the spark of calmness there. I'm not saying that you must sit or lie down. You can be in a meditative state in any posture, any position of the body. You are looking at you are aware of calmness. What is that calmness? It is your experience, it is your knowledge. See that. You are simply aware of that spark of the calmness. You did not create it. And you have to maintain and sustain awareness of that calmness. That spark will grow and will become a meditative state. So let us settle. In settling, being comfortable, simply looking at the neck joint. Mind is aware of the neck joint. You feel the presence and you experience sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. No, I did the practice, that's why I experience sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. No! The mind has turned its face from outside to inside. Do you remember? Which one is true? So we say nothing is true. Look at it. I'm tweaking something which we discussed now. Look at the shoulder joints. Be there, feel the presence, and experience sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Do you recall I said awareness, knowledge, and experience? What is awareness? It is knowledge. And what is knowledge? It is my experience. When I say I know you, you are in front of me, it is my experience. But knowledge and experience cannot take place if you are not aware. Do you know something in deep sleep? Lack of awareness. Look at the entire body, from the top of the head to the toes. And being aware, feel, experience. Do you remember what to experience? Sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Remember, you're not enforcing steadiness. You're not creating sensations. You're not producing comfort. Then what I'm doing nothing. I'm just becoming aware. The entire body, sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. And now being carefree. Same way. We just understood. The sense organ perceives the world. But the moment you go behind the sense organ and become aware, the mind is the knower of all the sense organs, you already have a dispassion. So then what you realize, all these thought, feelings, sensations are separate from you. Let them come. Let them go. No, we create a false notion that the entire world depends on me. Really? And then being casual, natural. Natural means you are aware of what is. The mind is not running after what should be. You see that? The two phrases. What is? I'm aware. I'm careful. I'm comfortable. What should be? No, I should become comfortable. Let me stretch here and there. No, I will, after this step, I will go deep into the meditation. What should be? Throw out that what should be, an idea of what should be in the mind. Every time I speak, that becomes a moment of here and now. Remember this, past is gone. Whatever I talked is gone. Move the mind on the head and the neck. You are aware of the head and the neck. Presence, feeling, as if you are aware of every cell of the skin of the head and the neck. And what happens? Your experience is sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You don't feel it? Don't worry about it. We are repeating it on the right arm. So move the mind on the right arm. You're simply aware of the right arm. You see, it's a false statement, but still I have to do it. When you are aware, you are already aware of the body. And still I'm saying you move the mind on the right arm. The moment I say right arm, the mind is already there. You feel there is a presence and you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Do you remember who is the final seer and the knower behind the mind? Where it is? It is in the awareness, here and now. Left arm. The mind goes to the left arm, being there from the shoulder to the fingertips. You are aware. Aware means feeling, knowing, experiencing. So I summarize that experience as sensation, relaxation, stillness. You may have a variety of sensation, feeling, freezing, coolness, lightness, heaviness, sweating, vision, colors. What should I do? Do the way what Janaka did. He asked which one is true, the world of the dream or the world outside. They give me different experiences. Live with that question only. Don't get carried away. So when you get carried away, we have to go to the second verse, poison and nectar. See that? That is what he is saying here and now. So you experience sensation, relaxation, stillness. Look at the head, look at the chest and the belly, the middle portion of the body, in the front and the back. You are already aware. I'm just pointing you out. That you are aware, you feel the presence, you are there, and then the world of experience enters, the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You are not attached to that experience. Why? You are a seeker. You're asking, this experience is true, or when I started the meditation was true? Look at it. I'm translating the verse into your personal experience. Move the mind on the right leg. Feel the presence. Beautiful. You all are doing good. Feel and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Do you remember which experience is true? Is this one or before you started? No, only you are true. That you is there, here and now. So all the three answers of all the three questions are present here. Knowledge, dispassion, freedom. Look at the left leg. Be there. Feel the presence and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind moves on the entire body. I am rejecting my own method of meditation practice that we do on Mondays and Thursdays. That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. Both are true. But here we ask, this experience is true or that? None of them. I am true. Direct approach. Indirect approach. Breathing, let us do breathing, mantra, lot of stuff. I feel fresh, I feel calm. Calmness is gone when I stop the mantra. So those who have been attending both the sessions know that, oh, this is what. And now in that state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, we again will witness the witness consciousness, if I say so. How come? Look at the breath. The breath is going in and out. You feel the sensation of the breath. You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. What is behind? Who is looking at the breath? And you find the space behind. What I discussed just now? Behind the word, sense organ. Behind the sense organ, the mind. Behind the mind is awareness. So here it is the space. If you don't have a space, the breath cannot move. So what it means? Just maintain your awareness of the breath. And with the awareness of the space, When you witness that space is present behind the movement of the breath, the mind jumps from one thought, one idea, one image to the other. You need not to worry about this jumping of the mind. That is its nature. We already say mind is monkey, monkey is mind. We are not concerned. We are concerned about what is behind the mind, what is behind the breath. See that. This is what this master is saying. What is behind the mind? It is a witness consciousness. What is it? It is awareness. What is it? It is what is. It is not what should be. What should be is imposed on the mind, and then the mind says, I am the master, and then the mind says, I am the stress. Then the mind says, I hate it, I like it. We are already behind the mind. Look at it. That is the power of the wisdom of this master. We move to the stage 3. For the sake of understanding, I say stage 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, there are no stages in meditation. I have already made it clear. Now we will follow, we will translate into our awareness and experience. Pay attention. Whether that eye is closed, you are aware of the world outside. Aware of the world outside means I have known the items, the room, the sofa, the couch, everything. How? Through the sense organ. But here it is the physical mind. The physical mind. How come the physical mind merges with the sense organ? Two things. The world outside and the physical mind sees that world. What is the physical mind? Is the knower, is what I claim I am. Okay? Then now look at the body from the top of the head to the toes. You feel as if the body is alive. So the same physical mind perceives the body is alive because the mind is attached. How come the body be alive? Body is also a matter. Look at it. So now the mind is asking the question to the same mind. Okay, when you look at the food items outside, you say it's a matter. When the same food matter becomes the body, you say it is alive. And I become aware. Let us go a little deeper. Now look at the breath that is going in and out and just become aware who is looking at the breath. Now it is the subtle mind. Why I say it is a subtle mind? It perceives the breath. The physical mind, the sense organ cannot perceive the breath. Subtle mind. So why we are making the mind subtle and subtler? It is already there. We are just becoming aware. We live on the circumference. We live on the periphery. And that causes the passion, craving, and attachment. It's only a point of awareness. Very good. What is deeper than the breath? The mind says it is the thoughts, feelings, sensation, images. At least one can observe that I'm breathing, but one cannot find out if I'm what I'm thinking. Thoughts, feeling, images. So it is subtler level. But who is looking at that subtler thoughts, feeling, and images? It is again the subtler mind. Two things, seer and the seen, known and the knower. We just aware, we are aware of the knower and the known. The way I know you, I am the knower, you are the known. When you say, you see me, you are the knower, and I am the known, same way. The world outside is the known. Who is the knower? The physical mind. Physical body is the known, is the seen, and knower, physical mind. Then the breath, who is the knower? The subtle mind. Who is the knower of the thoughts, feelings, sensation? You're not at all concerned about whatever comes. Mind may say, we feel crazy, craving. Okay, I bypass the mind. I look behind these subtler thoughts. I'm the knower. Now, what is behind the thoughts, feelings, sensation, ideas, imagination, experiences? The mind says there is nothingness. Be there. Remain there at that state of nothingness. Nothingness means there is nothing. It also means there is an infinite space. It also means there is infinite darkness. You see that what we did we fight with the mind to get rid of all the stuff? No. That is the beauty of teaching of this master. My master also used to teach the same way. J. Krishnamurti, great master, when he says just be aware of what is, that what is a witness consciousness. Not what should be. What should be means that in the future, what is the method, what is the practice, I will continue to do it, and then I will feel the change. And the mind causes the ignorance, again, according to this teaching. This is also sometimes known as choiceless awareness. The intellect makes a choice and makes a choice in the world outside. Why it makes a choice? It thinks if I do this thing, then I will achieve the result. We have dropped that intellect. When you drop that intellect, you maintain that awareness, you enter into the witness consciousness. There is a witness consciousness deep inside, and the changes are taking place in the body and the mind. Let it happen. That is what the Janaka was asking. If the world of the dream is true, or the waking world is true, the master said, you see that, remember that. Master said, none of them is true. You are true. So you become aware of that. You as a consciousness, as an awareness inside. I'll be adding one step, which is a practice and also a non practice to deepen the practice. And gradually we will leave that step. Look inside the heart, in the space. So we go the way the mind goes. Look in the space, become aware of a point in the space. And when you become aware of a point in the space, just mark it as Om, one, as if there are 20 gates. And when you open all the 20 gates, you find your true nature. It just play. So once you mark Om, then you see the space again. Move deeper. Ask the mind, just see deep. Seeing deep. Om. You find the point in the space. And continue the journey. When you have found total emptiness. So you want to know if there is anything deeper. Beautiful. Continue. And now I'm introducing one more beautiful step. First, understanding. Janaka asked, which one is true, the world of the dream where he lost his kingdom, and the waking state, when in the waking state he knows that nothing is lost. And the Janaka asking, which word is true? The master says, none of the true. Means what? This is not true. That is you. You see that? This is not me, that is me. The mantra is Soham. So means that. Aham means I. So now what to do with this? Do nothing. Remain as it is. The moment any experience enters into your mind, any vision, anything, you remember in the mind, Soham. I'm not this, I'm that. You're referring to awareness. You're referring to consciousness. You remind your mind. The mind should not run after any experiences because that is not me. This is not me. That is me. That is the meaning of the Soham. So we are not saying Soham, just recall, remember, keep in the mind, I am that. And then deep down inside your emptiness. Master says, meditation, mindfulness, when you say it is very easy, even that easy means I'm referring to something, comparing it with what is difficult. The Master says this is beyond both. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand. Your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms. Place it on your closed eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences now. And bring the hands down. We'll share the experiences, and if you have any question, later we'll have question and answer. How are you, Vivek? Let me take Vivek first today. Vivek is hiding.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, today it was a good experience. Man, I was lost inside. I don't want to come back again. It was like this, but yeah,
Good.
yeah,
You don't want to come back? That is definitely good. What brings us back? Mind,
yeah.
with the object, with the thought, with an idea. So the mind is already calm. That's the way we have to understand. Beautiful. How are you, Anne?
I feel very fine, very good, very calm.
Very calm. Good. Very good. So, how are you, Stephen?
I'm very good. It was very reflective of the message of being in now and not what it could be. And what it did was change. What I noticed in this meditation was is that as we were looking at the body, um, to put it easy, the words I felt I was looking at the body from out here. But then all of a sudden, I realized that I needed to look at the body from in me. And
Okay.
my attention immediately went inside of me. And I just felt in the moment more so than ever before.
That's a beautiful way to explain. It's a deeper experience.
Hmm. So thank you.
Beautiful. Yes. Reflection is we have to reflect. The teacher gives you the knowledge, gives you the practice, but you are responsible for your journey. No one else. How are you, Ekta?
Today I had a lot of movement and I had a numbing. My leg was actually numb twice, so I was
Ah,
moving.
moving. But
Yes, and um, it was relaxed, and I also feel the sensation today. I mean,
yeah,
cold air,
cold
breezy air.
and heat, yes. That's a good experience. That's a good beginning. And numbness also happens. Let the numbness happen. You are a witness to the numbness. You are looking, that is your experience. So when that happens, it takes you deeper. It's a deeper experience today. How are you, David and Jerry?
A very good experience for me today. It was a different experience. I normally look behind the forehead for the practice is kind of my typical way. And today I got behind the heart, and it was a much different experience than I've ever had before. And I felt this huge amount of compassion.
Ah,
And I heard you speaking the whole time, but I couldn't tell you right now anything you said because I was in this like buzz sort of thing. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
towards the end, my upper body started to pulsate like electrical shocks in my body.
Ah, that is good. That is really good. That's definitely, again, a good experience. And when you say behind the heart, it definitely means that, the idea is that whether this dream world is true or the waking world is true, none of them is true. I am true. So that idea resonated in you. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
I'm good. I really liked the message today for being just present with what is. and not focusing on what it should be or maybe what it was. And through the meditation, kind of went with that same thing. Sometimes the mind gets distracted with color or
Visions and
energy.
images.
Yeah, and so I just went with it, and it was very nice.
Very nice. Beautiful. How are you, Terry? In the meantime, yes, Terry is out. On.
I also liked the message. I found it was helpful to me about the witness and the I just blanked out on it. Whatever the other thing.
You know, what is, and what should be.
Oh, and that they're both true. That they're both not real. Those two messages were helpful to me.
So,
I don't know what my experience was. I feel like I don't really. I was aware of a lot of different things going on.
You did it very well, and now you apply that in your daily life. In deep sleep, ask yourself, what did you experience in deep sleep? That is not true. What I'm experiencing in the waking state with reference to the body is not me, and live behind into that awareness and see what happens. Beautiful. So, going to Vaibhav. How are you, Vaibhav?
So it was really very nice. Actually, like in the end, I can see that some breeze were going there, and then after that, I can hear the silence. I can still hear that silence. That some noise is there in my ears, like is there in my ears, like
Yeah. That happens. That takes place. We have another tradition of yoga which is known as Nada Yoga. So you see that on Mondays and Thursdays we are doing a lot of other practices which includes the humming sound and the breathing. So we create the humming. So Nada Yoga has two sets of the sounds. One sound that we hear, which we don't create. And one of them is that breathing sound. There are 10 different sounds which are known as unstruck sound. So your mind has gone deeper, and that is definitely a good meditation practice. How are you, Samuel? No worries. Ashok, how are you?
I am good, and it was relaxing. Nothing more to say at this moment.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that too is good. Nothing more. The mind is withdrawn inside, so it does not want to say, but obviously you are saying this, so you are conscious of it. Continue, don't leave the journey. How are you, Samuel?
Good. I was having trouble finding the unmute button. It was really interesting to explore the different layers of
mind.
Yeah. So outside, and then closing your eyes, but feeling outside, and then the thoughts, and then witnessing it. And one thing that I guess, I've been meditating a lot over the last year, but one thing that the humming practices encouraged me to do this week was to just, anytime my mind was wandering, or I was, it was telling me something or making me feel something, I just went back to my breath. And that's the first time I've really done that with my eyes open. And it made things so much easier. It made things, I stopped thinking about things. I was just doing. So all of it's been coming together. So it's great.
Beautiful. At this young age, you reflect on these things. That is really I always appreciate, because the younger generation is looking at the dream world and looking at the waking world. They consider both are true, but you are doing totally a different set of it. Continue to contemplate and reflect. And regarding the humming sound, even if there is you find the benefit for the humming, do it anytime. So these are two different practices of meditation. They have a different approach. So if you find one is useful, do it. Beautiful, Sam. And how are you, Pushkar? Pushkar, yes. Pushkar is?
Sir, I feel so still today. Sir, I feel so still today. And, sir, I find today's meditation very short. I suddenly
Yeah,
between you say Soham in the last moment. I
yeah,
found myself at the last moments.
yeah. It was more or less at the same duration, but if you feel it short, it means yes, you succeeded in it. And I'll talk about the Soham. How are you, Shobha? One person is left now. Yes.
So yes, sir, I'm good, and I feel light and energetic. And due to my connection is break, I have self done the last steps of meditation.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, last point I will make. If you have any question, you can ask any question. Understand the mantra Soham. Soham means, literally means, I am that. Now, someone says, you are my honey. Remember mentally Soham. I am that. Someone says, what, are you crazy? Mentally Soham, I'm that. 24 hours a day, Stephen. I used to do 10, 15 years ago. Hi, Anne, how are you? The mind goes back, Soham. I'm not Anne. Anne is the name of a woman, but I'm that, Soham. That is the meaning of the Soham. So now what people normally do, Soham, so you continue repeating Soham, it doesn't make any difference. You're repeating it habitually. You're not understanding. You're not reflecting. So you see that you get a very good idea not to get upset on anything. If someone says, why you are crazy, why you're doing like this craziness? So I'm that. I'm the witness consciousness. You don't know me. Who am I? I'm pure consciousness. Consciousness cannot be crazy, hence I'm not crazy. Do you see that? The body has a pain. No, I have a pain. No. Soham. Soham. Ashok, this you have to do it mentally. Mentally. You see that Soham literally means I am that. That is the meaning. So what is that? That is a witness consciousness. I am aware. That awareness. So can I live into that awareness all the time? We don't live into that awareness all the time. We live in, if someone says something, I have already created an image of myself in the world, before the world, with people, in relationship. My mind reminds me of those small ideations, conditionings, and that causes the trouble. That causes the problem in my daily life. Are you understanding? Are you getting it? Let me ask me any question if you have. Otherwise, we will bring an end to